Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a Havoc Demon Hunter PvP guide. This has been requested by you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with the talents. So this is the talent tree that I have been pretty much running. I don't usually run pretty much anything else right now. The right side is, I feel like, set in stone for me. The left side I have messed around with a little bit. I do have another build that changes the left side a little bit. But for the most part, the build you're seeing right now is what I am running and what I enjoy the most. Obviously, there's probably like one talent on the right you can mess around with, and that's Decree. So if you're running the Sigil build like I am, you can run Decree if you want. I tried it, and obviously while it works really good with this build, I do like Fodder to the Flame more because it gives me one extra damage, and it obviously heals for quite a lot. So it's RNG, of course, but so if you don't want RNG and you want full control, you can run Decree, and it's really good either way. Like I said, that's strictly up to you, but this is the build I would recommend on the right. It just does a lot of burst. It does a lot of burst, and it's got decent consistent. Your main burst will be I Beam, the Hunt, and Essence Break Blade Dance combo. So you got basically 3 burst cooldowns, and it's every 40 seconds for the I Beam Essence Break combo, which hits really hard. So I would recommend this build. Like I said, it's basically a mixture of both consistent and burst, which is really nice. Your main damage of pretty much will be through Immolation Aura, I Beam, and the whole Essence Break I Beam, and that's pretty much the right side of the build. Like I said, the only other talent you could probably switch out for is Decree. I would recommend everything else. And yeah, that's pretty much the right side of the tree. Now for the left side. This one you can pretty much mess around with. If you don't want to run the Sigil build, this is the other build I made that I'm changing to right now, where you could mess around with and play something else. This is the other build. Like if you don't wanna run sigils, you could run Fellfire Haste, Unleashed Power, Unnatural Malice, Pitch Black, and Disrupting Fury. That's if you don't want to run the Sigil build with a Sigil of Misery, and if you just want like lower cooldown on your stun and the cost less Fury, extra movement speed. When you kick a target, you generate 30 Fury, extra damage on the hunts, and lower cooldown on darkness, which can save you sometimes. That's strictly up to you. I personally like the Sigil build with the Fear more, because sometimes it can obviously help CCing a healer, and not to mention it can give you an easier time to get I-Beam off. So like for example, if you got a lot of melee on you or something like that and you want to get a full I-Beam on somebody, just drop a Fear on them because it's only 50 seconds with all these modifiers with it, and just get your full I-Beam on them. It does break on damage, of course, but usually you can get the full I-Beam off for the most part, and they won't be able to kick you. And yeah, this is pretty much the left side of the build. And what I would recommend, I will have this build in the description, so if you want to use this build, and if you want to make some modifications to it, you can do that as well. Obviously, some stuff can work. And yeah, as for honor talents, I 100% recommend putting in Chaotic Imprint always. It makes you do increased damage, so always use Chaotic Imprint in my opinion. Reverse Magic, same thing. I always use Reverse Magic. I hardly ever switch it out. Obviously, if you're doing Arena and you're not facing a caster, that's a different story, but I almost always have this locked in, Reverse Magic. The third one is up to you. You can switch out how you see fit. And I usually use either Detainment or Sigil of Mastery, or you can go Glimpse if you really want to. Glimpse is really good. And those are the 3 I would recommend if you don't want to, for those you want to use for the 3rd slot. So, and that's what I would use for honor talents. Now for stats, this is probably the one I get asked the most. Stats, I went with haste and mastery. I did a mixture of both. I got helmet mastery, necklace mastery, shoulders haste, mastery for cloak, haste for chest, haste for bracers, mastery for gloves, haste for belt, haste for pants, haste for boots, haste for ring and mastery for ring, haste trinkets, and weapons haste on the weapons. And that's pretty much my stats. As you can see, I have 10% haste, but obviously because we're not in a PvP setting, it'll go way up after that, but you pretty much get the point. I think I have like 16% haste in PvP setting. I could be wrong. I don't remember. And that's the stats. Last but not least, because there's no covenants or anything anymore, that all that's left for now is pretty much rotation. So what I like to do is open up with immolation ores so I can get some fury here, because throw glaive costs fury, and what I usually do is throw glaive into I-beam, essence break, blade dance, and the target usually is either close to dead by then, or you know, if you need some more extra damage, you can use the hunt like shortly after that. But that's pretty much the main burst. Outside of that, it's just immolation ore on once it's up. Make sure you keep using throw glaive for chaotic imprint, so it's always up. And then, of course, blade dance when it's up. Chaos strike outside of that. Stuff like that. And that's pretty much Demon Hunter rotation. It's really, really easy. So, just to show you guys one more time. I usually start off with immolation ore so I can get some fury, throw glaive, I-beam, essence break, blade dance, and that's pretty much the main burst. And you can throw in the hunt if you really absolutely need to. I usually try to hold the hunt as the separate cooldown because I-beam essence break combo usually, well, for the most part, will have a target pretty low to kill them. So, and that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this guide helps you guys out. With no borrowed power, there really isn't much else. So, which is really, really nice. All there is the talents, the honor talents, the stats, and the rotation. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you guys have any more questions. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later.